Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to News Cycle on Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Uyi Agmofobe, reminding our viewers that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and free to air on Nightcomsat. President Bola Tinubu has expressed deep condolences to the government and people of India over the death of former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh. Singh, who served as India's Prime Minister from 2004 to 2014, passed away on Thursday at the age of 92. In a statement released by the State House and signed by Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onadiga, Tinubu described Singh as a visionary leader whose contributions to Nigeria-India relations remain significant. He recalled Singh's historic 2007 visit to Nigeria, during which the late Prime Minister became one of the few global leaders to address a joint session of the Nigerian National Assembly. Troops of 1 Brigade in Sector 2 Joint Task Force Northwest Operation Fasanyama have neutralized several terrorists, including a notorious kingpin known as Alhaji Mauli. The operation took place in Mai Sheka village near Kunchin Cargo Town, which is one of the local communities that had suffered under Mauli's reign of terror. In a statement by the coordinator, Joint Media Coordination Center, Operation Fasanyama, Colonel Abubakar Abdullahi, says the operation, which led to the killing of the terrorists, was initiated in response to the intelligence reports of terrorists on motorcycles operating in Biobi's axis of Biobi's district in Safa local government area of Zamfara State. Director General of the Nigeria Civil Aviation Authority, Chris Najabo, has called for a meeting with airlines chief executive officers following the consistent flight delays and cancellations during this festive season. Director of Public Affairs and Consumer Protection of the agency, Michael Achinugu, disclosed this on his X handle, stating that Najabo is cutting short an important assignment to meet with all the chief executive officers of domestic airlines in the country. The federal government has expressed concern over the escalating post-election violence in the Republic of Mozambique, especially in the capital city of Maputo and other major cities like Beira and Nampula. The violence has reportedly resulted in the death of over 121 people and more than 380 are injured. According to reports, the violent protest erupted after the Constitutional Council confirmed Daniel Chapo of the Mozambique Liberation Front as the winner of the presidential election with 65% of the votes, and the results were rejected by the leader of the opposition party. The federal government of Nigeria, in a statement by the spokesman of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Kimebi Motimi Ebienfa, called for calm. It also advised the aggrieved political players to explore appropriate legal means to seek redress. And back home, the Center for Social Legal Studies has called on the Chief Justice of Nigeria to fast-track the introduction of electronic processes in courts, as the continued manual practice of proceedings is one of the reasons cases are delayed and proceedings go on indefinitely. Professor Yomi Akeshayo George, SAN, made the call during a capacity-building workshop. The National Minimum Standards of the Effective Implementation of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act 2015. The Garin Malam local government area of Kano State has shut down the Kwana Gafan tomato market, which was allegedly being used for prostitution, adultery, and homosexuality, as well as other immoral activities. Some youths and married women were reportedly engaging in these acts within the market premises, prompting the local council to take action to restore sanity. The council chairman, Aminu Kadawa, confirmed the development, stating that all market occupants were given a 7-day ultimatum to vacate the premises or face the full wrath of the law. Troops of 16th Brigade, Nigerian Army, Sector 3, Operation Wellstroke, have arrested a suspected terrorist in the Garaba Chedi community of Gali local government area in Taraba State. The suspect, identified as Nura Yakubu, was arrested while acting on credible intelligence. Investigations revealed that Yakubu, a food vendor, was involved in harboring terrorists deployed to Taraba State for terrorist activities. Acting Assistant Director, 6th Brigade Army Public Relations Captain Olubodunde Oni in a statement says further findings linked him and his gang to the kidnapping of a businessman Rinze and the son of Alhaji Ibrahim some time ago in the Gabataru community of Bali local government area. Ondo State Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa has immortalized his predecessor Rotimi Akeredolu with the announcement that the new High Court complex to be constructed in the state will be named after the departed ex-governor. Governor Aiyedatiwa became Ondo Governor after Akeredolu's death on December 27, 2023. Aiyedatiwa, who expressed his administration's commitment to the advancement of justice and the welfare of judicial officers in the state, highlighted the importance of embarking on the project. Speaking during the flag-off ceremony for the construction of the new High Court complex, he also called for the judiciary village in Akure, the state capital. Aiyedatiwa described the project as a historic milestone for the state. He noted that the project is conceived under the leadership and vision of the late Akeredolu. Hundreds of passengers have been left stranded for 2 days at the Warri train station in Delta State following a breakdown of the free train service introduced for the festive season. The incident has sparked frustration and disappointment among travelers as reports gathered say many passengers expressed concerns about the delay in addressing the situation, attributing it to poor maintenance of the free train service. The free train service was launched as a special initiative by President Bola Tinubu to ease travels for Nigerians during the festive season. However, the Warri station breakdown has cast a shadow on the program, leaving passengers frustrated and stranded, calling on the government and relevant agencies to prioritize repairs and provide immediate assistance to those affected. Governor Bala Mohammed of Bauchi State says the tax reform bills which are before the National Assembly are skewed to favor only one section of the country. Speaking when he received the Christian community in Bauchi State, the governor urged President Bola Tinubu to backtrack on the tax policy reforms, saying it could lead to anarchy. He said the policy did not in any way favor the North, noting that the governors would not be able to pay salaries. During his recent maiden media chat, President Tinubu insisted that his administration's tax reform had come to stay. Let's turn to other stories now. The federal government and 35 of the 36 states of the country have proposed to spend 74.249 trillion naira as budget next year to alleviate poverty and improve the fortunes of citizens in 2025. This is as Rivers State, which is enmeshed in political crisis, and the Federal Capital Territory are yet to announce their budgets. According to summation of the various budgets, the sum of 35.676 trillion naira, or 48.05%, would be spent on capital projects, while recurrent expenditures were allocated 38.573 trillion naira. The Nigeria Police Force across several states in the country has apprehended multiple groups of armed robbers, cultists, and hoodlums targeting fund seekers and engaging in gangsterism during Christmas celebrations. This is contained in a statement signed by the Force Public Relations Officer, ACP Olumuyiwa Adejobi. The statement says the police operatives attached to Lagos State Command received a distress call that a group of hoodlums armed with dangerous weapons operating around the Shafejo area of Amukoko, Lagos State, and upon receiving the call, the command's swift response led to the arrest of 3 of the suspected hoodlums identified as Emmanuel Okoli, Ogunde Tejuri, and Emmanuel Orji. The Defense Headquarters has issued a stern warning to communities over harboring terrorists. Chief of Defense Staff General Christopher Musa gave the warning when he visited troops in Gingiya Cantonment, Sokoto State. According to him, there is no mistake in the Christmas Day airstrikes targeted at the Lakorawa terrorist group in Sokoto State, where a fighter jet bombed 2 communities in Silame local government area, killing suspected terrorists. On judicial matters now, Center for Social Legal Studies has called on the Chief Justice of Nigeria to fast-track the introduction of electronic processes in courts, as the continued manual practice of proceedings is one of the reasons cases are delayed and proceedings go on indefinitely. Professor Yemi Akinseye George, SAN, made the call during a capacity-building workshop themed National Minimum Standards for the Effective Implementation of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act 2015. Nigerian military leader General Abdulrahman Chani has raised fresh allegations against the federal government of Nigeria. However, the Nigerian government has countered the claims, saying they were nothing but tissues of lies. Chani, in an interview, accused President Bola Tinubu of conniving with France to destabilize the Niger Republic, but Nigeria's Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, describes the allegations as baseless. Meanwhile, the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, has come to Nigeria's defense after claims by Niger that it was plotting to destabilize its neighbor. The West Africa's regional bloc, in a statement, rejected the accusations, noting that for years, Nigeria has supported peace and security of several countries, not only in the West African sub-region, but also on the African continent. ECOWAS therefore refutes any suggestion that such a generous and magnanimous country will become a state sponsor of terrorism. The National Security Advisor, NSA, Nuhu Ribadu, business and sports stories for you. After this break, please don't go away.